Why build muscle? There's the obvious reasons like improving the way you look, so improving your body composition, but this video is going to go into detail on how building muscle can affect your general health and the way you feel as well. So what's not really talked about is that after the age of 30, we begin to lose muscle, and this is known as sarcopenia. We lose muscle at the rate of around 3 to 8% every decade after 30, and this speeds up when we reach 50 and beyond. This muscle loss can be due to inactivity and also general health status as well. It's actually been found that in various different studies even, that inactivity is a large contributor towards muscle loss. When we lose muscle, our BMR can go down. That's our basal metabolic rate, amount of calories we burn at rest. That has actually been seen in one particular study to go down as much as 30% between the ages of 20 and 70. As our BMR goes down and we continue to eat the same amount of food, we end up losing muscle and putting on fat. So you can end up with skinny arms and a big belly. The good news is, by using resistance training, we can actually prevent and reverse sarcopenia. So before I tell you exactly the type of resistance training you should be doing, let's look at the benefits of building muscle. For these benefits, I looked at Wayne Westcott's paper in the Journal of Sports and Medicine titled "Resistance Training is Medicine." So first up, some of you may know that the more muscle you have, the higher your BMR. Resistance training increases muscle and helps preserve muscle mass. So one particular study actually found that just several weeks of resistance training increased BMR by around 7%. So that's increasing the amount of calories you're burning just at rest from resistance training. So that's going to help keep your metabolism elevated. Next up, what's overlooked is the loss of strength due to sarcopenia. We talk about loss of muscle, but you also lose strength, and that can affect your day-to-day tasks. Just even sitting down, sitting back up, keeping up with the kids, playing with your kids in a park, lifting up your kids or kid, and just carrying the shopping, carrying your luggage, doing your gardening, all those tasks can be significantly impacted if you see a significant decline in strength. And it might not be significant to begin with, but over time, you will see a significant decline in strength, and resistance training can help avoid that. Then next up, that resistance training can actually improve insulin sensitivity and also glucose tolerance. Both are key in preventing diabetes type 2. Some studies even suggest that resistance training is better than aerobic training at improving insulin resistance. A 2011 literature review actually found that resistance training is at least as effective as aerobic training in reducing some major cardiovascular risk factors. And some of the cardiovascular benefits include improved body composition, mobilization of visceral and abdominal fat, improved blood lipids, reduced blood pressure, and also better glycemic control. The next one is not so well known, and it's disputed a bit in the research, but the majority of the evidence points to the fact that resistance training can improve bone mineral density. So as we lose muscle, our bones reduce in mass. They become less dense. And when they become less dense, this increases the chance of osteoporosis even. And resistance training has been shown to help reverse and also prevent that as well. That's the majority of the research. There are some studies that suggest it has no benefits, but the majority of the research suggests that it does have benefits. So another reason to resistance train. The last one is a lot on how you feel. So resistance training can improve mental health status quite a bit. It can reduce, well, various studies have shown reduced anxiety, reduced depression, reduced pain in specific conditions as well. There's lots of benefits around mental health, the way you feel, increased energy as well, which is always important as well. And this is off topic, but still, resistance training improves sleep quality as well. So the improved sleep quality experienced through resistance training will likely lead to lower stress levels and have better impacts on your mental health as well. So various benefits of resistance training. So now I've covered all the benefits. How do you do it? How do you structure your plan? I suggest between 3 to 6 resistance training sessions per week. And that's completely up to you, how many you do, how many do you have time for, and how many can you keep doing. That, like I said, that's completely up to you, whatever fits your schedule. But you want to be training each muscle group with 10 to 20 working sets each week. And you want to be taking those sets between 1 to 3 reps shy of failure. That's like between a 1 and 3 RIR, so reps in reserve. And you want to make sure you're supporting this by consuming enough protein. You want to be consuming 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilo body weight per day of protein. That's going to support the recovery and the muscle growth as well. And you want to make sure as well that you're basing your sessions around mainly the compound lifts, and then also in between you want to fill them with some isolation work. And you want to make sure, and I'm saying about make sure about 1,000 times here, that you're recovering adequately between sessions. So if you're in a calorie deficit, for example, and you've got excess body fat to lose, then you will just use your stored energy, that's your stored body fat, for fuel to fuel the muscle building process. I'm not suggesting a huge calorie deficit, otherwise you're going to affect your energy, etc. You can watch videos I've made in the past on how to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. But that's what you want to, how you want to structure your routine and nutrition. Make sure you're hitting your protein intake, and make sure you're not going crazy low on the calories as well. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, click that subscribe button. And if you found it useful, be sure to share it with a friend. And any questions at all, comment below. Until the next video, keep pushing those limits.